Here are 10 stocks that are using generative AI to improve their solutions. But before we get started with the video, I do have a question for you guys. Do you think generative AI is something tech should be investing in right now? Or is this all hype that is just going to be money wasted? Let me know on the comments below and let's get started. All right, so the first company is going to be Unity Software. This is a game engine platform which is used for the development of games, but also other types of industries can use Unity's solutions as well. Most recently, Unity announced Unity AI, and here, for example, with text, you will be able to kind of create different forms of models. Here, they kind of show a quick video of how text, unfortunately, they don't show the actual results, but they're showcasing that, hey, kind of prompt the text, you will be able to get some form of asset or some form of model that you can use for their solutions. I think this is actually pretty interesting because the Create solution for Unity is a big portion of this company's total revenue in quarter four. It made up, I want to say, roughly 40% of total revenue. So it is very important, and it will kind of increase users to continue to use the platform. Now, for company number two, we are going to take a closer look at Snap. Yes, Snapchat right now with a market cap of roughly $17.7 billion. On February 27th of 2023, Snapchat announced My AI, which is a new chatbot running in the latest version of OpenAI's ChatGPT. At that time, I believe it was ChatGPT 3.5. I don't know if they have adopted the new 4.0, but they kind of give some ways that this My AI can be useful. It can recommend birthday gift ideas for your BFF, plan a hiking trip for a long weekend, suggest a recipe for dinner, so on. And they do mention that My AI is available as experimental features for Snapchat Plus subscribers. For those that are not familiar with that, they do kind of talk about Snapchat Plus in their most recent earnings presentations. They have over 2 million subscribers as of quarter four of 2022. And these are people who get customizable app icons, and they also get exclusive experimental and pre-release features on Snapchat. And obviously, My AI is one of them. I did kind of take a quick Google, and we see that Snapchat Plus does cost roughly $4 a month. It is available in certain countries. I know United States is one of them, Canada, France, and a few other European players as well. Before we go any further, I want to thank you for watching, and I need your help to reach my goal of 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. Also, if you want some fantastic insight into the semiconductor industry, join my other channel, Semiconductor Investing and More, where I use my electrical engineering background to break down the semiconductor market. Finally, I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for their subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode. Now, the one that I find the most interesting, and I really like this one, is Duolingo, right? Ticker DUOL, current market cap of roughly $5.8 billion. But Duolingo is using ChatGPT 4 to improve their language learning solutions, right? They're calling it Duolingo Max, which is a new subscription service for them. And with AI, it helps kind of explain the answer. So, for example, if someone was learning how to speak Spanish and they made a mistake, they would use generative AI to really kind of give great explanations on why the answer that they gave was incorrect. They also have roleplay, and I really like this. This is pretty interesting, where you can kind of practice conversation with someone. Obviously, is a open AI, but it kind of gives that conversational learning process of learning a new language. So I think OpenAI and Duolingo is actually a great move here with generative AI solutions. We do see, right, that Duolingo, they do have daily active users of roughly 16.3 million. Out of that, paid subscribers are 4.2 million. And with those paid subscribers, there are different levels and tiers. Duolingo Max, I believe, is one of the most expensive of them, and it just was released on March 17th of 2023. So it's not even in their most recent earnings report, but this is roughly expected to cost about $30 a month or $168 annually. And at the moment, I believe it's only available in certain languages, but if they improve this and bring this to other languages, I do believe this could be a really, really good solution for Duolingo. For number four, we have Adobe, and I believe the next few ones are going to be more in the image and creativity side. Adobe, ticker ADBE. market cap of roughly $175 billion. And here they have Adobe Firefly, which is a creative generative AI models coming to Adobe products. It's still in beta, but there are some pretty cool stuff. For example, if you have some main picture, you can kind of generate variations of that, and you can change your image. You can kind of get creative blocks from just rough drafts. For example, this one I thought was pretty cool. This image that is in the summer, they want to change the scene to a winter day, and it kind of goes about it as well. So I think generative AI in the creative market is going to be very, very important. We can see Adobe doing it. For Adobe, the most recent quarter made roughly $4.6 billion, and roughly 2.7 comes from the creative revenue side. So this can definitely be influential for the company's total revenue. Kind of continuing in here with the imaging side, Shutterstock, New York Stock Exchange ticker SSTK, with roughly a market cap of 2.6 billion, is also doing something similar to Adobe, where you do have AI image generators. I do believe Adobe's doing it a little bit better. They have a lot more tools to their generative AI. This is more just an image generator through text. So pretty interesting here how Shutterstock is doing it. The great thing about Shutterstock is this is more just a licensing type platform. So if we take a closer look, most of their revenue comes from things like their subscriber revenue, but also the amount of money they make from licensing their images. So the more images they have there, the more they can license those products, which I think is great as well. Kind of going a little bit outside of the image, we can go into Shopify. So Shopify, ticker SHOP, market cap of roughly $60 billion. They did announce generative AI solutions back in February 9th of 2023, where you can kind of use what they call Shopify Magic to auto write product descriptions if you just give very simple bullet points of what you're selling, and this can overall help with user acquisition and kind of proceeding into selling an item. I want to say we haven't heard any more from generative AI products from Shopify. This one's pretty cool. I wish we could get more. I don't think this is a big driver for the stock, but it kind of just showcased that, hey, they are focusing in some form of generative AI solution. They do have a quick video here, I believe. For example, you have a portable lamp where you kind of mention a few points, and it kind of gives you this full description that you can use on your product and can help make your website and your selling a lot easier. Outside of that, we have a big banking company called Morgan Stanley. You guys might have heard of them. Market cap of roughly $147 billion. They are using OpenAI's ChatGPT 4 to help their internal analysts, for example, or wealth management personnel. Where here, for example, if you are a worker of Morgan Stanley, you can ask a question, hey, how can my client set up a Morgan Stanley online account? And it kind of goes through it and gives all the information that it has already from the vast information that Morgan Stanley has in the financial market. So this is not for the consumer world, right? This is more for their wealth management personnel to have the ability and the information at the touch of a few keystrokes, right? So pretty cool there. I don't think that's a big mover, but it is cool to see how they are using generative AI. Now we're going to focus more into the big players that we know. Obviously, Google, right? It is a big player here, market cap of roughly $1.3 trillion. The most known is their Bard, their kind of generative AI text on their search engine. So if you want to kind of do anything here, very similar to OpenAI, we all know about Bard, but we also know that they are implementing their solutions into their productivity suite, right? For example, here they kind of show job post. Help me write a job post for a regional sales rep, and you kind of get the whole description and be able to kind of put it into different productivity suites that Google provides or Alphabet provides. Very similar, Microsoft, we hear the big giant, market cap of roughly $2.1 trillion. First, we know that Microsoft has obviously that Microsoft Bing, that is the new AI, and everybody's talking about it using OpenAI's ChatGPT 4. Most recently, they did held an event on how they're adding this Copilot to their to their productivity suite. And here is a pretty cool video of a parent creating a presentation for their daughter's high school graduation. And they kind of post a lot of great information or small topic smart descriptive topics about their daughter, and they were like, hey, can you build me a presentation? They create a draft story. They also search through Microsoft's picture and any type of other information, and look at that. They create a very, very quick an amazing presentation for the graduation. So I think that's pretty cool. They also show other things of how to even bring this presentation into a document word form. If maybe you want to grab a speech out of it, you can do that as well. Next, we have Meta Platforms at number 9, ticker META, roughly $548 billion at the moment. Meta is, I want to say, an underground king of generative AI. They do have things like Make a Video, which is generate video from text. Here they mention a dog wearing a superhero outfit with red cape flying through the sky and the kind of solution it comes out. But they are already using generative AI for their advertisement platform. For example, they have Advantage Plus, which is an end-to-end AI-powered ad products that automates and simplifies the process of creating advertising campaigns. And this is great for direct-to-consumer advertisers, and they have shown that advertisers using Advantage Plus Shopping are seeing a 32% increase in return on ad spends. Outside of that, Advantage Plus Creative is also doing AI enhancements of adjusting brightness, aspect ratios, and text placements to improve the performance of the ad. That I want to say trickled down with or added down with that Make a Video. I do believe eventually Meta Platforms is going to have ways to create very, very immersive and eye-pleasing advertisements with just a few text image available to them, or a few text prompt made. The final company we're going to take a closer look at is C3 AI. This has been a behemoth. It's up roughly 200% year over year, market cap of 3.8 billion, but that doesn't count for any dilution. Remember, if stocks are heavily diluted, the market cap might be a bit different. They recently announced what they called their generative AI product suite, which is kind of providing enterprises users with a transformative user experience, using natural language interfaces to rapidly locate, retrieve, and present relevant data across the entire corpus of an enterprise information. And they have a pretty cool video. If we started from the beginning, for example, someone goes with the question of, hey, how are we doing with our CO2 reduction plan? And normally this is what you'll get, a few graphs and a few results. But now you're also going to get some generative AI chat, which kind of breaks down a lot of the information and easily accessible for anybody. So we can see how they're implementing generative AI chat into the platform. Again, another player here, but it does seem like the hype is really taking this one away. So these are the 10 stocks that are using generative AI solutions at the moment. Let me know if any of these are pretty exciting for you, or do you think it's all hype and they should just kind of ignore this investment? Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.